Hello everyone, welcome in. I am absolutely fucking terrified. We need the twin tails on the boy wife is crazy. But hello, welcome in. Welcome into the debut. I do have slides prepared, and Riker, my editor, and best friend and brother, made a compilation video of all of the goofy stuff we've done for the past year since I started streaming. I'm incredibly nervous. This feels like the first time I went live where I was just nervous as hell the whole time. And I was yelling at Riker and Wilt to be like, hurry up, please, please, I'm freaking out for our first stream. It is time. My model is, the art is done by Mocha himself. He's done all of the art that we have, all of my art. He actually learned how to make a VTuber model for me, specifically because I wanted him to make it, and it was a process, which was very fun, but almost made Basil and I crash out a few times. Basil, who rigged the model, did an absolutely amazing job and helped me figure out the tracking issues I was having. Hell yeah. Yeah, go follow Basil, please. Their streams are hilarious. It's all ADHD, but it's their streams are so good. Yes, Rin, we are technically family now. But without further ado, I would like to show you the model. Starting with the fact I have no legs. I decided to just do a waist up one. Yeah, we got nubs. I also don't have hands, which is fine. I didn't need hands, I guess. No dick, no balls, probably no butthole, because this guy feeds on corruption. Is it supposed to be on screen right now? Oh my god, it is. Ah, right. Oh, I see what's happening. I forgot to do this. The scuff. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna move it down to here. Invisible dick. And no, I'm not showing them. Yossi unhinged. I might be lagged. Probably. I'm not showing the face yet. You're just seeing my arms are huge. I'm jacked. Having Mocha and Basil in the same group chat was kind of funny, to be honest. I'm gonna move down a little bit more. Hey, yo, wait, you're buff? Basil, I was like, I'm 6'5". I'm 6'5", the part of the Celestial Guard for the one who breathes. So, I gotta be jacked. Teeth? Yeah, teeth. I got teeth. Move down a little bit more. Now you have my nose. The one that breathes. I said the one that breathes. I did not say the one that breathes. You are hearing things. Watching it move is crazy. Yeah, it be moving. I'm gonna just move it all the way down. Hello. Hello everyone. Hi, it is I, Uriel Willshaper, also known as the goofiest goober. It looks so good, honestly. It looks amazing. I love it so much. Wait, no, you're hot. Yep, I'm hot. Oh no. I want to pet the kitty ears. They're wolf ears, I'll have you know. So I had a really hard time with the eyebrows. I had to call Basil while they're at Medi's house and be like, Basil, please help me. I do have a few toggles. I have 3. I'm not a furry. The shading looks, yeah, the shading looks awesome. And we had to yell at Mocha to fix it like several times. I have 3 toggles. I have an angry toggle. Well, that did not like that. Yeah, and then I have, we thought it would be really funny to give me an RGB toggle. So I have, my computer doesn't explode when I do this. I have an RGB toggle. It's so silly and goofy. I love it. Even the eye does it, which is good, which is what I wanted to. Game on. Basil messaged me once and was like, hey, I have an idea for a toggle, and it's called the crash out toggle. And it's just a superimposed bad image of that werewolf ripping his shirt off, which makes no sense if you haven't seen it, but I love it so much. The crash out toggle is real. I love it. And the best part is I can also use it with RGB mode. Oh my god, dude. I was losing my mind when Basil showed me. I thought it was so good. Basil did an incredible job with everything, and it looks amazing. I'm cracking up. It's so good. I love it. It's so silly and like absurdly goofy, but it fits the brand, you know? Yes, they do. The armor cracks light up when I talk. Yeah, the hair is bouncy. I love the hair. The ears are sick. Yeah, they look great. Glazing Basil Mocha. I mean, yeah, they did it incredible. Honestly, they really did. Anyway, I do have a slideshow prepared. I did not make it. Wilt made it. I was like, Wilt, please make all the slides. You're better at graphic design than I am. Hello. So some general things. I go by Primordial Chaos as my username. My actual lore name is Uriel Willshaper because I thought it sounded cool. For the kind of streams I have, the jokes they're questionable and they're pretty gay. Let's be real here. I flirt with Wilt and Riker all the time. I flirt with the homies. I wouldn't consider myself to be lewd, I think. I wouldn't consider myself to be lewd, like at all. Not lewd, just a gooner. Exactly, yeah, I'm not lewd on stream. I typically play a variety of stuff, mainly multiplayer stuff, like stuff I can play with Wilt or Riker, so like Space Marine, Helldivers, Rivals. We used to play Void Crew here or there, which was really fun. We just haven't done it a lot because I don't think it makes for good stream content, personally. We do play it. I do have solo games I do play, which is Sekiro currently, which I will hopefully be beating at the end of the stream. Deep Rock, yes, Deep Rock, which we have not played on stream a lot. We played it in the very beginning because I didn't have a capture card yet. Depending on the day, I'm either more energetic or I'm more comfy. My energy can flip-flop a lot. I am mainly technically a collab streamer. I play games with Wilt and Riker more than anything. They're my co-streamers, I feel like. I'm usually with them. It's a lot more fun. It's better content, I feel like. And when Mocha joins, it's so scuffed. I love Mocha when he joins. He's somehow more brain rotted. I am just me when it comes to my character. I don't really consider myself to ever be out of character, if that makes sense. Like, I just am chaos all the time. Like, what you see is mainly what I act like in person. I may be a little bit like more energetic in person probably, but other than that, I am pretty much the same. I struggled with the idea of playing the character for a while. I was like, you know, I'll just go by the name and I'll just act like how I normally act, to be honest. I do somewhat act a little bit differently. Obviously, I'm a little more reserved on stream just because I genuinely just, I don't want to say something stupid, you know? Not that I would outside of stream, but I'm a little more careful, I guess. I love this. My Oshi mark is the skull and silhouette. I kind of just came up with it because Wilt was like, hey, you don't have an Oshi mark. And I was like, oh, you're right. I don't have one. I don't know what to do for one. So I felt like that was the closest thing I could get. Skull emoji, that was part of it, was the joke, was the bit we had, the skull emoji bit. Other than that, I'm gonna go to the next slide. My model's in the way, hold on, one moment. There we go. This is the timeline of PNGs and models I've had previously. What a crazy change. Yeah, so the lore behind this first one from July, when I first started, is actually more art by Mocha. It was actually an art piece he did while testing shading, a shading style. The first one is a character from a book, because I do write a lot in my free time. Not as much recently, because I've been more occupied with streaming and stuff. The main character, and I just took kind of like a small square of it and used it as a Fugi temporarily. And then we moved to the next one, which was better, and you can kind of see where it went from there. It went to the armor because I started working on lore and actually writing it out on a document, and I was like, sexy armor, let's go. And of course I kept the corruption in the eye because I thought it looked good. The wolf ears were something I also decided to add, as well as the antlers. The antlers I saw reference on Pinterest And I was like, yeah, I want those. Yeah, and now we are to the model, which looks pretty much the same. Yeah, I feel like it looks pretty, despite everything, it's still you. Yeah. Virgin versus Chad Chaos. Yeah, I locked in. That's what happened. Yeah, no, I was kind of like, Mocha, just like, I need a quick like something. I need a quick PNG. And he came up with that. It was awesome. Remember when Mocha didn't know how to do armor? Yeah, that was funny. We were like, just draw armor. And he was like, oh my god, you're so right. Rah! The crash out RGB goes so hard. Yeah, the evolution goes crazy. Honestly, the using an old art piece to having a cool Fugi and model to actually looking like a VTuber. Yeah, honestly, it's been a ride for sure. But real quick, we're gonna talk about lore. I don't have it done, so you're gonna get the cliff notes. But it does start in the beginning. I, as the lieutenant of a squad of Celestial Guard for the Celestial Hills, or the Celestial Heavens, went and was sent to exterminate the Divine, which are close to normal humans, close to normal people, and we were sent to spread the message of the one who breathes, which is basically God at this point. I was sent to spread the message and exterminate all of those who are considered heretical, which is a lot of them. Unfortunately, during this, I realized that spreading this message is wrong. Well, not to say that the message itself was wrong, the twisting it to destroy anything that is different. And I was like, you know what? I think this is wrong. And I voiced my concerns and thoughts to my fellow guard. And I was then put on trial for heresy. After that, after being put on trial for heresy, I voiced my concerns and I was banished to the Veil, which the Veil is basically limbo. It is where souls go to like move further into like the afterlife, pretty much. The Veil is where souls go to fully move on. I, being a celestial, did not pass on. I was stuck in the Veil for like a good amount of time, and where I ran into a Veilborn known as Willow Wilt, a collector of stories and who decided to collect the stories of those who were killed, those who passed on, to make sure their stories were not forgotten. And a twink, yeah. After a tense introduction to each other, I, speaking to him and reading these stories of people I had killed and who had been killed by my brothers and sisters in the guard, realized that I needed to change things. The issue was getting out of the Veil. Using my celestial power, I absorbed part of the Veil and was able to actually punch a hole out of it to the Celestial Heavens, which in that process of moving through that dimensional hole that we created, we ran into a being fused of different souls who had all died in battle, which became almost a living suit of armor, which is Riker. That is Riker's lore. He is the Baron of War. Coming to an agreement, we broke into the Celestial Heavens and we found the Everthrone. And the Everthrone is a seat of creation. Basically, the one who breathes is dead. Has been dead. Has been gone for a while, which is why the hypocrisy and the bigotry, for lack of a better term, spread through everything. We found that there was no one on the throne, which means if anyone sat on it, they would technically become a god. Celestials aren't necessarily gods. I would say they're like demigods, so they're kind of close. But when I sat on the throne, I determined that we should be able to choose free will. We should be able to choose what to believe in, to choose to be good. So I created, using the Everthrone, I created everything. The universe, using the throne, I created everything. I am the primordial creator of chaos. I created the universe, and then I resulted in creating the multiverse after that. So for no one to ever use the Everthrone to undo what I did, I shattered it. I shattered the throne across the cosmos to avoid anyone from using it again for personal gain. However, doing so created shards of creation, which, if picked up by someone, they would technically become a god. So I then made it my next mission to hunt down, with the armies of chaos, to hunt down and destroy any gods that use their power for ill. I basically decided I'm going to wage a war against every god who picked up a shard and is evil. Because as someone who has experienced it, it was my form of redemption. I decided, no, I'm going to fix things. Which one is Jesus and which one is the Holy Ghost, Wilt or Riker? I would say Wilt is Jesus. And then Riker would be the Holy Spirit. I then waged a war across all of reality to make sure that no god could abuse their power. Jesus was canonically a twink. Yeah, that is the gist of the lore, and across the war for reality, I have met several other beings and gods who are just and good people, and didn't want to kill them. And here we are. That is the last slide. This is the meme slide. I forgot this was the next one. These are all the memes. These are all mostly made by Riker and Wilt, who absolutely love making these. I'm covering one of them. God, there's so much lore to these. Some of them are just kind of silly. Some of them are from Monster Hunter. This one up here, you want wyvern milk. I want Riverian toes. We are not the same. That was during our Wilds playthrough, which was absolutely unhinged. Is that Fruit Loops? Yeah. There's, if you don't like femboys getting out of our stream, that's another bit we had. Because I'm still training to become a femboy. I'm not there yet. I don't consider myself to be there yet. I'm probably like twunk status. Black Swan. Yeah, so when I first started playing Honkai Star Rail off stream, I had an obsession. I still have an obsession with Black Swan, who is absolute mother. And I would always make the joke of like me when I see Black Swan, and Riker made that. I want her. It's always her and never a therapy session. Wilt made that pissing gif, which I do use when I am pissing. The Absolute Cinema one, Riker, I think, made for a short where we were like, said something Absolute Cinema probably. And then the big ass ears out of the damn caption. I love it. There's the horny people in chat one. I think we made that after Olivia first appeared in my chat and was mad flirting with me, which was funny. The Aquaman Oof-chan was me apologizing profusely while playing something. I can't remember what we were playing. And then this one that's kind of hidden. I'm gonna move down here. So one night I was having really bad acid reflux. This is when I got food poisoning and I missed a day of work. I was like going to Riker's room because I was so nauseous. I was like, I'm gonna throw up probably. I was like, hey Riker, I know you carry a bottle of Pepto because of your stomach issues. Can I have it? And he was like, I don't have any. I was like, damn. And then the next day, I threw up that morning, like 4 a.m., like dying. But I was like, Riker, please, I need Pepto. And he's like, I don't have any. And I threw up and I died. And he made this the next day after the stream that I had. Because I was just like, man, I was begging for Pepto or like Tums or something to save me. I flew up. Yeah, basically the energy I gave. And then I called into work. And that was the one day of work I've missed in a whole year of working. Yeah, it was very fun. Not fun, actually. I take that back. But the meme was funny. So here we are. But yeah, this is the meme page. I am very blessed to have all of these silly memes. There's so many more. There's so many. They're everywhere. Absolutely. And I love them. But that is the end of these slides. These are the credits for the model, for the rigging, for Riker making the compilation video. Wilt did all of the slides and graphics, and I truly appreciate it because I was like, Wilt, I do not have the brain for this. I am horrible at graphic design. I really do appreciate everyone's hard work, honestly. Mocha learning how to make a VTuber model just so I could have a model in his art style was Giga Chad move. Yeah, he made the teaser. He made the graphics for these slides. He did an incredible job. The man cooks. Absolute gamer team. Yeah, Riker and Wilt edit everything. They do the long form videos. They do the shorts. Like, they cook. Absolutely. And I'm just like, haha, I'm silly, man. Yeah, again, thank you, Basil, for the rigging. And thank you for helping me fix the tracking issues, the eyebrow issue I was having. Dear God, I was crashing out. But please go follow them. Go follow everyone. I am going to add a model command, so it will give you the link to Mocha and Basil's Blue Sky. I'm going to link probably Basil's VGen too, if you would like stuff done by them. They are an artist as well, and I love their art. Awesome. It's great. Their streams are also hilarious. And if you're not following them, go do it right now. I am no longer asking. There we go. Okay. They play a lot of Hollow Knight because they got that autism for real. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I am going to continue streaming. I am going to beat Sekiro. So help me God. Yeah, thank you everyone. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I'm glad most of you missed me crying the first 20 minutes of stream. But I will catch you all in a minute. And I will be back soon. Yippee! Let's go! Oh! Rah!